Welcome to episode 12 of Coffee with Robbie, brought to you by Fire Me, I Beg You. And today we're going to talk about something near and dear to everyone's heart, office politics. And I'm going to give you tips on how to win in office politics every damn time. I wrote an article about this on LinkedIn about a year ago and got over 500,000 views. People hate office politics, but they have no idea what to do when there is politics. So let me tell you how to win in office politics. So the first step to win in office politics is know who causes the drama and stay the hell away from that person. Whenever for a long time I was an IT consultant, so I would spend a lot of time at different clients and I would work with different people. I think that's how I became really good at understanding office politics. And the first thing I do when I walk into a new company is to understand who causes the drama and if I can stay away from that person as much as possible. And because there's usually one or two people who cause the drama, there's always one or two people who consistently cause the drama. Those tend to be the people that have been there for a long time and just don't care about starting drama. And so what I do is first thing I do is identify who caused the drama. I'll ask around, I ask my colleagues that I trust and say, who here usually causes the drama? Who should I be very careful when I'm speaking to? And it could be like a vice president or senior vice president. And just to understand, if I know that person is the lead and is very sensitive in nature, I know that I should be very, very careful about what I email to that person, if I ever email that person, and what I say to that person. And I'm usually walking on eggshells because I do not want to cause any drama. I don't want my name associated with drama at all. So step number one is understand who caused the drama and stay the hell away from that person at every cost. The flip side is if you become friends with that person, then you're good. But you don't become friends with that person by pissing them off or starting drama. So tip number two is to just shut up and listen. Too many people talking in these long meetings and when people don't really need to talk. And what I usually do is I come into like a meeting, if there's a standing meeting, and especially if I'm new, and even if I've been there for a while, I will generally not talk. I will try not to talk as much as possible. I just shut up and I listen. And a few good things happen when you just shut up and listen is if you start observing people, you'll start seeing people start texting each other, especially friends that have been working there for a long time. When someone says something, I'll see other people, two people texting each other and laughing about something stupid this other person said. And I could just tell within one of these weekly meetings who's friends, who's not, and who doesn't get along with each other. But I do that by just shutting up and listening. I try not to talk in these big meetings because they're not usually productive, and usually it's just a waste of time for the most part. So I just shut up and I listen to other people talk. I take my notes. If there's really a good point I want to bring up, then I'll bring it up, or if it's my turn, I'll bring it up. But I try to keep my talking as minimal as possible. So just shut up and listen. Don't talk too much. People hate when you talk too much. You really don't need to talk that much. Number three, for God's sakes, stop replying to all. The email that you reply to all does not need to be replied to all. There's a 99.99% chance that everyone that you're replying to does not need to receive that email. And if you don't reply to all, nobody cares. Everyone gets too many emails in the first place. So a big thing is to stop replying to all, because you don't know if you say something that might make someone mad, but we get too many emails anyway. Stop replying to all. It'll help you with office politics. It'll reduce the amount of office politics because you're not putting something out there to a wider audience, and you may or may not understand what everyone is saying. So if you have any questions at all, do not reply to all. Reply back to an individual person, or just get out of your desk, make a phone call, or talk to that person directly and ask them. If you put it in writing, it becomes a lot more difficult to get feedback, so stop replying to all. Tip number 4, follow the fear. Follow the fear. When there is, for example, like an approval process, and it has to end at, whenever the person that approval lead, or whatever they call themselves. Understand who are the people that can cause the most fear within the organization, or people that are or who are most afraid of, for whatever reason, whether it's logical or illogical. Follow the fear, find the people that can cause the most fear, and understand where the process flows and approvals flow. And the goal is, if you understand where the fear is, you can avoid it. Especially if you're new to organization and you don't have a lot of information who does what and everything is. Understand, follow the process, get an org chart, and have someone map up the org chart and get some feedback on who are the people you should talk to and who are the people you should not. But if you follow the fear, you will make a lot of progress. Number 5 is to know the trigger words. I've caused so much drama by sending emails with trigger words. And an example I used in the article was I asked somebody a question about training. And I didn't know who the person I was sending this email to, and it caused a huge fiasco. At least 15 to 20 emails were sent because of my email within like 10 minutes. And, my boss just kind of came in there and said, he didn't know what he was talking about, ignore the email, and it was done. I didn't know that training was a trigger word. I didn't know that we were sort of the company was going through a reorg, and that people were getting trained to train essentially their new resources. And so I didn't know the trigger words. So the thing is to know the trigger words, avoid using them, especially if it's over email. Don't do it over email. If you're not sure of the organization, just don't do it. And last but not least, if you're going to cause drama, and maybe you've read all this and you just want to cause some drama because you hate somebody, or you're just ready to cause some drama, and maybe you think it's necessary to cause this drama, for everyone's sanity, please start it on a Monday. Let's just, let's start on a Monday, because nobody wants to, if you start on a Friday, nobody wants to be pissed off all weekend. Okay? You're going to make yourself mad, you're going to make everyone else mad, and it's just going to seep into Monday anyway. So if you got a nasty email to send, just wait until Monday. And the nasty email might go away anyway as you calm down, but just wait until Monday. Start it early in the week. Don't start at the end of the day. Nobody wants drama when they go home. Just keep it within work. So if you're going to start drama, start on a Monday. And these are my 6 tips to win at office politics. And office politics is a truly a killer in every office environment. Everyone hates it. So my overall tip is to avoid it at all costs if you can, but to understand where the drama begins, and you have to be on the good side of the drama. And I'm a big fan of I'm always a big fan of building relationships with people, and that's a big reason every time I go to a new client and a new organization is to understand who are the real leaders in an organization, who should I be building relationships with, and just to understand a lot more of the context. The better off you are with those people, the better off the drama doesn't follow your way. But usually it's unavoidable, especially in bigger organizations. So if you just know the trigger words, shut up and listen. Just shut up and listen to people. When you're in a meeting, just sit back and observe other people, and you will see very clearly where the office politics are and who are the friendships within the organizations. And again, if you're going to start drama, start on a Monday and stay away from the people that cause drama. So thank you, and I hope you start winning at office politics.